Hello and welcome back to Sacred Soulmate Ascension Tarot, SSA Tarot. This is my new channel. For those of you that found me from my original channel, TRS, Tarot Talk 1111, welcome to all of you. And for those of you that are just discovering and finding me, welcome in. I am so grateful to have you here. My allergies are acting up a little bit. So I've got a bit of a froggy voice, but today's reading is going to be advice for the next 7 days, Twin Flame Sacred Soulmate style. Okay, this is a series I do every Monday on my original channel. It's advice for the next 7 days. Only on this channel, it's going to be for Sacred Soulmates, Twin Flames, and those who are on a ascension journey through a romantic connection. Okay, so today's pile number 1, is the half moon, and it's, all right, the name will come to me, but here it is. I'll show it to you. For whatever reason, I can't seem to think of the name of the stone. Pile number 2 is the Black Crow. Pile number 3 is the Rose Quartz Heart. And if you want to choose by deck, I am using the Tarot of Oppositions. For pile number 1, I'm using the Accurate as F Tarot, Awakening Neon, deck for number 2, and the Wandering Star Tarot for pile number 3. All right, so take a moment and discern your pile. And we're going to get started in your reading. And welcome, guys. I am so grateful to have you here. I hope this channel grows quickly. I was very divinely guided to create it. It is exclusive to Sacred Soulmates Twin Flame Ascension. Okay, there will be links in the description box below if YouTube allows them. They don't always allow them for a new channel, but if they're there, they're there. If not, you can check out my other channel, which is, you just type in the @ Tarot Talk 1111, and it'll take you to my primary channel, where all of the links will be in any of the video description box if YouTube don't allow them in this one. I am open for private readings. I offer pre-recorded videos, 30 minutes for $70, 60 minutes for $120, and I do a 2-hour coaching session for Twin Flame Ascension. It's usually 2 hours, sometimes it's longer, but I work with the Akashic Records, and I look at your soul mission, I look at where you're at on your journey, and I help you do your shadow work. So it's Twin Flame Ascension coaching or Sacred Soulmate coaching if you're on the journey and need help with that, and that is $200 for 2 hours, okay? All right, let's get into your reading. I'm excited to get started on this new channel. So for the next 7 days, Spirit, can we please get advice for my pile number 1s? All right, this is a new deck for me, but I love this because it shows the tarot in the light and dark attribute. I'm going to get all your cards out. We do have here the Page of Pentacles, the Strength card, and the Fool. Wow, that's nice. That's nice. So remember, this is in relationship with the person on your heart and mind. We have Independence. I want to make sure I got everything in view here. We have Family, Friends, and Guides. Connections. We We have watching clouds. Lie back, rest, and relax. Already getting messages, guys. We have renewal. I'm going to put that right underneath that Fool card. And we have determination. I'm working with natural lighting, so I hope you can see. We have the Rainbow River. And we have energetic clearing. During crisis, the Holy One herself may be emptying you of fear and attachments, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. I already got your message. So this is your advice for the week. We have trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. All right, so we have lie back, rest, relax. We have trust the process. We have independence, determination, clearing, renewal, the Rainbow River. I mean, this is beautiful, guys. We have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, the Page of Pentacles is incoming ideas, communication, or help. Now, it could be through friends, family, and your guides, or it could literally be from your person. I just need to check. Okay. And then we have the courage. That's all about this trust and faith, self-mastery. What I'm hearing is that your person, or maybe you, sometimes the energies reverse, are clearing out, energetic clearing and independence, clearing out with determination, by the way, strength. They're kind of at an end of a cycle in their own independent journey, is what it feels like. Now, again, this could be you, but I feel like it's you know, I've got this renewal energy, and I'm seeing in this card the sun and mountains. I don't know if it's going to show up here or not. But this is about self-mastery. I'm getting the message for you guys, if it resonates, that you or your person have ended a cycle of codependence. There's been a lot of self-mastery, hard work, determination. And it's been a journey, if it's your journey. I'm feeling more like this is your person. But like I said, take what feels right for you. I think your person is clearing out a karmic cycle. Whether they're getting a divorce or breaking up with a committed relationship, or if they're clearing their friend list, getting rid of toxic energies. I feel like they're experiencing a renewal of faith because of an ending. You know, the rainbow reviver, I'm sorry I said river, rainbow reviver, the rainbow always comes after a storm, right? It's God's promise that there's renewal, and we have renewal with the Fool here. So with this family, friends, and guides, I feel like somebody in this dynamic, and my intuition and my inner voice is telling me your person is going through this life lesson. See, if you look here at the Page of Pentacles, in this light attribute, this is somebody who has learned a lesson and is bringing that pentacle. It's like, I have something to work with now, something solid to offer. But in the darker attribute, we have here somebody who is currently clearing out a lesson. And in that lesson is something that they can rebuild with, okay? And pentacles could be finances, career. It could be, stabilizing your physical experience, you know, working on your home, working on your body, work anything that's real solid in the 3D experience. And so I'm feeling like somebody has recently experienced or is currently experiencing a life lesson that is kind of tough, okay? I won't lie. Because we have the Strength card, and if you look at this lion, it's hungry. I mean, look at it. Its ribs showing. It's been living in lack. It's hungry. And here is somebody who is, oh, let me look at this closer. Well, I don't feel like the story is about the woman, which is the divine feminine in this scenario, because it's always divine masculine's the lion, divine feminine's the woman. This is more about the divine feminine trying to help the divine masculine, and he's resisting. His mouth is clenched tight, and she's struggling to nurture him, to give him the sustenance that he needs. And we all have divine masculine, divine feminine within us. And so the internal process usually happens before the external becomes a solid reality. So what I feel the masculine, and it's energy, not gender, is experiencing at this time is learning to accept help from friends, family, and guides, from their inner feminine, from the balancing of divine feminine energy of nurturing, trust, faith, intuition, allowance, flow, versus the masculine distorted energy of believing that the responsibilities and burdens they carry are theirs and theirs alone. And quite honestly, in this picture, this person has overworked themselves. I feel like you're dealing with somebody who is trying so hard, but not believing in themselves and in their journey. They could literally be an overworker. For some of you, I'm kind of getting a vibe of like a person who is a workaholic, or they could be unhealthy, needing to work on their diet and their exercise, because we see here that there's lessons being taught in the 3D reality in order to kind of build this person up to the place they need to be in order to really kind of take this journey. I mean, this lion probably couldn't climb these mountains in the state he's in. Or maybe he could, but it would really be more difficult. Now, when this person comes out of this energy, they become fat and healthy and receptive, willingly opening up to allow their divine feminine to nurture them, right? To feed them, and to trust. So then we have where this person is headed is to the light attribute of a new beginning. The Fool card. Now, if it was in the dark attribute, this is someone who acts reckless. And I'm getting hiccups. When I get hiccups, it's kind of a sign that I'm channeling. Energy's moving through me. And so I really feel like this is moving someone in this dynamic. And I do believe it's, if you're not in close contact with the divine masculine, the person that is defined as the divine masculine, then I feel like this is an external journey of the matrix twin, the divine masculine, whereby he has ended a cycle and, you know, it's after a storm. It hasn't been easy. The life that they've been living up till now has been living in lack. But things are getting so much better. We have the rainbow reviver with watching clouds. I believe your biggest advice for the next 7 days is to work on trusting and really doing nothing but living your highest and best life. Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. And be in your community, right? Be on your independence. Walk your unique path with the spirit of independence and confidence, determination. I think that I feel like the person watching this has been on this journey. They've already done a lot of this work, and they've kind of been, I feel like, divine feminine energy. Now, if you don't identify as the divine feminine, if you identify as the divine masculine, then I would be willing to bet that you just had some kind of major ending in your life where you're doing an energetic clearing, where you're looking at who you interact with, who you work with, what does your job bring to you, what have you created thus far, and is it really supporting you in your journey? And you're probably wondering why you aren't allowing your person, your divine feminine, to really kind of help you through this renewal process. It feels like kind of coming out of endings and moving into an opportunity to rebuild. But there's a healing process here and a lesson to be learned is what I'm seeing. So if you identify as the divine masculine, I would say Spirit's pushing you to look at your diet, look at your any codependencies you have, whether it's in a codependent relationship, a failed marriage or failed committed karmic relationship, a job that, you know, you work and work and work, but it doesn't really sustain you or honor you and the work that you're putting in. It kind of feels like a revamp, like things are happening in your life very quickly and they're pushing and moving you toward a renewal after a storm, clearing your energy and really kind of learning, you know, for some of you, you're learning how to be alone for the first time in many years, or you're learning how to create a business that you've always wanted to create to sustain yourself after working a 9-to-5 that didn't. It's all that dynamic is what I'm feeling for the divine masculine. For the divine feminine, I'm feeling like you need to just kind of kick back, relax, enjoy your independence, clear your energy, trust in the process, be open to all of your angelic guidance, your friends and family. I think there's a big shift coming. I'm seeing a sun here with lots of rays. I'm seeing light behind this guidance here. I'm seeing a sun shining on this Fool card. I'm seeing sunshine and enlightenment behind the head of this figure here. And this is red. This is the chakra. I don't remember the name of it, but it's the colors. I'm sorry, I'm searching my database for the name. It's Chakra Oracle deck, I don't know. But anyhow, it's red. It's about the root chakra. And I'm seeing reds, right? This guy's in red. I'm seeing red in this hammock. I'm seeing red in this trust card. I'm seeing red in the energetic clearing. I believe that the divine masculine is working on their root chakra. I believe they've gone through a major shift in their energy and they're being divinely guided to create change and to kind of learn how to go within to love and nurture themselves, they kind of have to allow their own inner divine feminine energy to strengthen in order to learn this lesson. You know, big boys do cry. Men do struggle. I'm just seeing like a hamster on a wheel. I feel like whoever resonates with this, somebody has been working very, very, very hard. And I don't believe that that they, in the current energy, they're kind of learning a karmic lesson about where to place their energy and who to trust. Okay, so for the next 7 days, if you identify as a divine feminine, you need to continue to clear your own energy, to eat healthy, to live your highest and best life, to trust in the divine, listen to your higher guidance, strengthen your independence, and be strong. And just kind of know that after a storm, there is revival and renewal. And I think it's happening. I think you have to have faith and trust that it's happening. The moment you accept your current situation, it will transform automatically. And if you're the masculine, then you have some major shifts and guidance. My bet would be that you, whether you are spiritual or not, you're being divinely guided through songs, lyrics, synchronicities, billboards, car license plates, numbers, dreams, which most of the feminines, not all of them, some of you are new to this journey. You're just awakening. And if you are, then this is all you, right? Whether you identify as divine masculine or divine feminine, this is all about you having your major awakening, clearing out your life, not being codependent in relationship to others, but learning how to be independent, how to not look out there for people to complete you or for people to make you happy or make other people or other circumstances responsible for your happiness, your joy, your love. It's about the journey. And so somebody is at the beginning of the journey. It's the Fool with renewal. And so regardless of who you identify as, somebody is at the beginning of the spiritual awakening and self-mastery. So we will check in next week and see where it goes. But for this week, the divine masculine needs to formulate a plan, maybe journal, purge, cry if you need to cry, recognize where you're placing your energy and does it serve you, clear out your friend list, stop overgiving, stop trying to be the provider for everybody. Learn how to sustain and provide for yourself and love yourself in spite of traditional programming that says don't, that it's selfish or self-serving. And if you are the divine feminine, this is all about awakening to your self-love, your independence, right? Clearing, it's the same journey, it's just done differently. Divine masculine, it's done in their physical realm through physicality. Divine feminine, it's so etheric and so spiritual. It's downloads. It's, like I said, signs and synchronicities. It doesn't make sense in the 3D world. And if you talk about it to people that aren't on the journey, it doesn't make sense to them either. So pile number one, your advice is to really strengthen your self-worth, to take care of your body, to go within and allow yourself time to heal, be strong, fulfill your own cup, and really listen to the guidance that is coming in. And, you know, look up practices of clearing energy clearing. And look at your friend list. Look at the people around you. How are they siphoning your energy off of you? Look at the people that you fill that don't fill you back. And really, the biggest message is to kind of go with the flow and trust. You need to accept what is currently. And you need to work on renewing your life to the highest and best that it can be. All right, so pile number 1, that is your message. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like the way I channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you get all my notifications. Check out links if YouTube allowed them in the comment section or the drop down menu, the description box below. There's the word more that you have to hit a couple of times to see the full drop down menu if you're new to YouTube. But I am so grateful that you are here. Please like, share, subscribe. Join my Patreon if you're interested. Please email me at Frick, F-R-I-C-K, Tracie, T-R-A-C-I-E, at gmail.com. And I will send you the link if it's not in the description box below. But I have a Patreon account where you pay a monthly subscription, and the 1111, the 2222, or the 33 is for all Sacred Soulmates. There's tons of pre-recorded content that will help you on your journey, especially if you're just starting. Okay? All right, we're going to move on now. What is the timestamp? At 26:45 for pile number 2. All right, if you chose this cute little crow or raven, he almost looks like a penguin to me, but he's supposed to be a raven, then this is your advice on your spiritual ascension journey in the twin flame or sacred soulmate dynamic for the week. All right, so we have the Knight of Pentacles, King of Wands, and 5 of Cups. I'll get all your cards out and then I'll channel for you. We have trickery. Not every sweet face or gesture comes with sweet intentions. We have milestone. Awesome. It's a number 6. I love this card. This says that somebody in this dynamic, whether it's you or your person, has reached a huge milestone. And I think the milestone they've reached is kind of purging and grieving past experiences of trickery or people who have done them wrong. We have fogged in. Go slow and take your time. Oh, we have heart chakra with victim. Yeah, I want to put that under this 5 of Cups. Okay, hold on. With trickery. All right, go slow and take time. Oh, we have trust. Trust. Ooh, we have the divine feminine. I was feeling like this was the divine feminine. But you can identify as either. And we have love. Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation. Only love itself. See, this is a beautiful message. Okay, and this is your advice. We have deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. All right. So what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing a... and remember that divine masculine, divine feminine is an energy signature. It is not an avatar. So you can be a female and identify as a divine masculine. If that's the case, you would probably be the one that gets scared and runs, but you would probably never admit fear to begin with. You would just say, it's better for me if I don't engage in this right now. I have duties to other people. I have responsibilities. I have things that are practical to focus on. If you're that person, and if the person that kind of you are dealing with at this time really kind of makes you feel things that you haven't allowed yourself to feel for a very long time, and those feelings trigger wounds, and you decide to disengage and run, then you would be in the masculine energy. If you identify as the divine feminine, then you are the one that probably awakens first. You would be the one that, if you're in the beginning stages of your twin flame sacred soulmate journey, then you would feel triggered and activated by your person's not showing up for you, not, validating you or loving you or choosing you or acting the way you hope they will act. But what I'm seeing here is this pile is for the divine feminine. And we all have both within us. So if you do identify as the masculine, then what's happening is you're tapped in this week to your divine feminine energy, which is beautiful. But if you are the divine feminine, then this is all about you clearing wounding. We're having a super moon. This is a timeless reading. So whenever you come upon it, it's for you. It doesn't matter. But if you're watching it as I upload it, this week we are having, tomorrow night, a super moon in Aquarius. And Aquarius is cutting edge technology, it's community, it's electronics, it's text, a lot of things done via electronics, texting. And we're also in Venus retrograde, which brings up the past. When it comes to love and relationships. And so I would be willing to bet that this week, whoever watches this is going to be triggered. A trigger is something that makes us feel emotional or angry or just really hits us in a way that brings up a lot. So this week I think is going to trigger my viewer in purging. Now, if you're new to the journey, it's brand new. You're going to do a lot of purging. You're going to have, divine guidance, signs, synchronicity, love songs that, you're going to miss your person, chase your person. You're going to want to text them. You're going to want to hold them responsible for how they broke your heart and how they didn't love you or didn't show up for you. You're going to kind of be triggered into the victim mode. But because of that victim mode, it's going to allow you to look at your, past betrayals, your losses, your sadness, separation, loneliness, breakup, regret, depression, victimization, looking at how people betrayed you or tricked you, right? Not every sweet face or gesture comes with sweet intentions. I think you're going to be triggered, and it's going to create this fogged in feeling. Spirit's saying you're going to come out of it. You're going to hit a milestone. This is going to be a catalyst for you to kind of upgrade in your divine feminine energy. And it's a reminder to tell yourself during this process that hurt people, healed people, heal people. And I think you're going to be triggered in a trust wound where there have been a lot of people who have taken advantage of you, who haven't showed up, haven't rescued you. Okay? They didn't make you feel good. They didn't choose you. They didn't, they haven't texted you. They've ghosted you. They, picked somebody else over you, or they treat you like a doormat, or take advantage of you, or lie to you, or betray your trust. Divine source is the idea that nobody, no person, place, or thing is responsible for your emotions or to save you, but you. okay? But love itself, love. And so deep in your heart, you kind of already know the answers. What you need to do is go within and cultivate love. And you need to grieve. There's going to be some crying, I think, in the next 7 days for you. Something's going to become clear at the end of this week for you. And you're going through a healing process. So the Knight of Pentacles is often dubbed the player. He's the one that comes in, all passionate, texts you, asks you to go out on a date, or comes in and spends the night and makes love to you. But then they kind of, they're adventurous, right? They're passionate. But like a match, they light up, and without fuel, they burn out quickly. And so I think that their Spirit's telling you, the King of Wands is a leader, somebody who is focused and magnetic and independent and bold, right? This is who you are supposed to become so that you can manifest and attract in your partner, because your partner is you. That's the illusion of the twin flame sacred soulmate, is they are your mirror. When you look at them, they're reflecting back to you, you. And if you fall into this victimization over past trauma, looking at, people who hurt you or didn't show up for you, it could have started in your childhood, and it's being projected back to you by your partner. So look for some confusion, some purging, maybe some sadness, depression, cuddling up on the sofa with a pound of food or ice cream, or however you deal with your emotional triggers. But Spirit's telling you that, there's an opportunity here for this mirror. Because see, there's a mirror right here with balloons above it. There's an opportunity here to level up in your process and to gain clarity. But in order to do so, you have to drop into the divine feminine energy of unconditional love. And this week, it looks like it needs to be for you, okay? Not for anybody else. And deep in your heart, you already have all the answers you need to come out of this. Again, it feels to me like it's just going to be a bit of a wobble on your journey. And then you're going to come out probably next week more imbalanced, and much, it's like, I'm feeling like the 10 of Wands energy, where you feel bogged down and burdened. And a good cry, you're going to have a good cry. But I don't want you to fall into victimization, whereby you feel like nobody loves me, nobody shows up for me, I am alone, I can't trust anybody. Because as you think those thoughts and believe those thoughts, you're actually, as a creator being, creating externally validation for that. So, what you think about, you bring about. And so Spirit wants you to think about love and start with you, okay? And trust yourself. Trust your inner knowing, because all the answers you need that you're not able to see lie within you. And it's a reminder that nobody out there is responsible to fix you. That's your job. And nobody out there you shouldn't allow other people to be responsible for your emotional state. That's a them problem. It's more of a reflection of them and their trauma than it is of you. But this feels like it could be a journey this week through past trauma. And you might want to cry, but make sure you get to the side of love. Nurture yourself, right? Go take a hot bath. Download mantras that tell you how beautiful you are. Do subliminal messages right as you're going to sleep at night. There's so many ways to overcome this kind of energy. So I love you. You need to love you. The universe and God and Goddess love you. Your spirit guides are saying it's short term and it's going to level you up. But you are going to have to do some soul searching and some healing and self-love this week in order to purge and clear some of these outdated belief systems whereby you are the victim, okay? You can only be a victim if you allow other people to be responsible for your emotions. Once you become responsible for your own happiness, your own love, your own emotions, nobody can ever victimize you again. You know, you can be in a healthy relationship whereby if somebody doesn't treat you the way you deserve to be treated, you're not going to feel victimized. You're just going to stand up as the King of Wands for yourself and say, nope, not my person. Because if you're my person, I wouldn't feel this way, right? You're going to be responsible for your own emotions. You're going to say, I'm a powerful, conscious creator, co-creating with the divine, my highest and best life, and I don't need X, Y, or Z to make me feel that way because I'm already that way. In my heart, I'm already perfect. It's learning self-love, how to accept yourself for who you are and accept and grieve the past for what it was. All right, so that's your advice for the next 7 days. Oh, 7 weeks. God, I hope not. Come back next Monday and see what your pick-a pile says, because, you know, I don't believe in Freudian slips. Usually there's a message for somebody in there. Could take you 7 weeks, but hopefully not. And I'm not sure how long Venus is in retrograde, so I'd have to look that up, but maybe it is 7 weeks. But it really feels to me like this is going to help you level up and heal, but you're going to have to really kind of go it alone and create it on the inside out. Nobody out there is probably going to validate you this week because Spirit doesn't want you to be saved. They want you to learn how to be saved or how to save yourself, right? This week, it looks like you need to just do self-work. If you need help with that, reach out and get a private reading. I would love to see where you're struggling and to help you accomplish this, okay? Because you will accomplish it with or without me. You're about to reach a milestone and gain clarity, but you're going to have to purge and go through a little bit of grieving and nostalgia and seeing things through the eyes of love will help get you there quicker. All right. I love you guys. I hope that resonates. I didn't get divine masculine energy in this. This feels like a soul journey for whoever watched it. All right. Where are we at? We are at 43. Oh, well, we'll just say 44 even. Nope. Sorry. 43. I read it wrong. 25. Okay. Moving on to pile number 3. If you picked the rose quartz heart and the, I always forget the name of this one, the Wandering Star Tarot, we're going to see what advice Spirit has for you for the next 7 days. All right, so we have the 9 of Wands, the Lovers, and the 9 of Swords. Oh, look at how close pile number 3s are to a decision. There's some kind of a choice here. The Lovers is the choice card. It's a decision that you're stressed over, you're worried about. I'm hearing, should I stay or should I go now? I don't know who that's for, but if it's yours, own it. We have guarded. The world is a tough place, but careful not to close yourself off completely. I'm going to put that right under that 9 of Wands because this is somebody who is very guarded. 9 of Wands in the tarot represents Chiron, the wounded warrior. It's somebody who's been through a lot, who hasn't given up, hasn't reached the end, hasn't dropped it yet. They're still there fighting, but they're very guarded, standing at the gate, protecting what they've been fighting for. The Lovers is the choice card. It's about doing what you love, right? Love, harmony, union. It's all about choosing love. And then we have the Nine of Swords. This is somebody who can't sleep at night. Maybe you're having downloads, maybe you're dreaming, having nightmares. Sometimes it's nightmares, or you're just having stress. Maybe you're thinking about your person, with the Lovers here. It's like, oh my God, they're the first thing I think about when I wake up. It's who I think about all day long, the last person I think about before going to bed. And then I can't sleep at night. I've got thoughts running through my mind. I'm, just when I went through this energy, and I still go through it occasionally, but when I went through it heavily, I would get literally like voices in my head. I'd get downloads. I'd hear songs that ripped my heart out and hit home, hit home, right? And I was very closed off to allowing my twin or anybody into my heart, because I was so afraid of being hurt again. So I feel like my pile number 3s are at a point where they're really protecting their heart and have a decision to make in the process that's not easy. But 9s come right before a 10, and a 10 is an ending. It's a completion of a particular energy. So let's see what that is for you. So we have victim mentality. Here is a man with his head in his hands, chained to the bedpost, with overflowing emotions. And there is a timepiece and books. So this is a lesson. If you're resonating with this could be your energy. This could be your person's energy. But I see somebody who is feeling stressed and emotional and protective of their energy, and kind of secluding. Probably having a hard time sleeping. We have fellow travelers. Support is all around you. Yes, so you are not alone. I am here with you. Though we're far apart, you're always in my heart. You are not alone. There are other people. So, perhaps there's nobody you can talk to. There's nobody that understands you or what you're going through. Or, they probably are thinking, why do you even like that person? Why don't you just cut cords and forget them? Why don't you move on? Why don't you choose different? And it's hard for you to talk about it to people that are not on the journey. People who don't understand a twin flame sacred soulmate journey will always think it's toxic. They might tell you he or she's a narcissist, or all they love is themselves. They're never going to show up for you. That kind of stuff. But I'm here to tell you there are other people, fellow travelers on this journey, that are going through or have gone through the exact same thing you have. And I'm one of them. I've been on this journey. I met my twin when I was 12. And we have been in and out of partial union many, many times. And I have cord cut. I have walked away. I have, chosen other soulmates, karmics, high-level soulmates. But it always comes back to him. And so your advice so far that I'm seeing is that Spirit's saying, you need to find a YouTube group or a Facebook group or a friend or somebody that you know understands the journey, because they're also on it. And there are many of them, okay? Support is all around you. If you can't find any, then, I really highly recommend that you go to Facebook and type in Twin Flames. But be very careful, because there's a lot of misconceived teachers out there. People who are really in a narcissistic relationship that are being convinced that they're in a true twin flame or sacred soulmate journey. How you tell the difference is your twin flame or sacred soulmate will never, ever physically harm you. They can't, because you're them. They can harm you with words or actions of, abandonment or seclusion or maybe even criticisms, but they will never physically harm you. They just won't. And so if you're in a dynamic where you're being physically harmed, it's not a twin flame sacred soulmate dynamic. It is an empath / narcissist dynamic. If you really need help discerning or figuring it out, like I said, I offer all kinds of different kinds of sessions that I can help with. But you do have other people. I have a Facebook group called Lightworker Community Podcast. And look it up. It's Lightworker Community, and almost everybody in it is a twin flame or a starseed lightworker. All right. And so there's support there. There's all kinds of places you can find support, and you can get guidance through contacting me if you need to. But you are not alone, definitely. But it feels to me like you're kind of keeping your mouth shut and going through this all alone. And there does seem to be a choice around this love. Look at this. We got the heart chakra, growth. I'm going to put that under the lovers. We have energy. We have dating. Woo, 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 woo. And we have your path. Dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. And your advice for the week is power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. All right, so this feels to me like you're at a place where you're feeling stuck. You're feeling energetically stuck. And you're wanting to create growth. You're wanting to maybe get back out there, start dating again, opening up your heart, because this is heart chakra. Connecting with other people, really truly stepping into your power. All of this is available to you. But it feels like right now you're just looking at how. How do I do it? How do I do it? Well, Spirit's saying, if you really want to know how to do it, it's through experience. If you want to grow, you have to kind of plant seeds and be open to dating or to, and if you were asked out on a date by your twin or your sacred soulmate or anybody, quite frankly, I could see where you're stressed and worried about, but what if this takes me off my path? What if, and I went through this, and I probably am this pile 3, or have been, where this week you might need to lean on your inner strength and power and open yourself up and make decisions, because it feels like you might have an opportunity to have an experience either with your twin or with someone new. And there could be fear and guardedness around that. But internally, it's like you're going to know who to trust. It's this feeling. So for instance, I'll use myself as an example. So I am a divine feminine. I am on the twin flame journey. I am in separation from my twin. I am in communication with my twin on the 5D and 3D. And I manifested a high-level soulmate, which is one of my fellow travelers, right? He is my soul tribe. He's in my life to help me grow, to help me open up my heart chakra and be willing to receive love in a way that I've never, ever experienced thus far in the physical realm. But I had to really see his potential and open up to the experience. But it scared me because I was worried it would take me, dating him would take me off my soul's path, my journey. But when I cleared my energy and I opened up my heart, I realized that he is part of my soul tribe. And right now it's where I'm meant to be, dating. He is my lover. He is. And he may be, because in the twin flame sacred soulmate dynamic, the reason why I named it twin flame / sacred soulmate is because we have free will. And when our twin, or if our twin chooses to opt out, chooses not to take the energy ride with you on this journey, whether it's for 4 or 5 or 10 years, because mine and I was in separation for 20 years. Then we came back into a semi-union state, and then we separated again for another 8 years, because we are, him and I, 2 of the oldest twin souls, that chose to clear the ancestral lineage of many, 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 many generations. So we're not only healing and clearing our own generational trauma and curses, but we're also working with the ancestors. But it kind of feels like in the next 7 days, you have a choice. You're feeling like you want to get out. I'm tired of worrying and stressing. I'm tired. I want to clear my energy. I want to be strong. I want to get out there. I want to put myself out there, but I'm afraid. I'm worried. I'm stressed. What if I get hurt? What if it doesn't turn out good? What if I get stuck in another karmic relationship, which takes me off my path and takes me away from my true divine love? And the truth of the matter is, you are your twin. The matrix twin is a physical representation and mirror of your internal inner child. I mean, they are there to mirror back to you the things about you that you have hidden or that you haven't discovered, and all of your fears, right? So in the next 7 days, you have a decision to make about, should I get out there? Should I date somebody? Should I move on? There's fear around whether or not it'll take you off your path. But Spirit's saying, you have the power within you. You have the intuition. You instinctively know what is right for you. And you have the power to say no, choice, and to walk away, or to say yes and to walk toward. And that could be your twin if they're, wanting to take you out, or maybe they're showing up again for the first time, because we're in Venus retrograde, It's kind of like Mercury retrograde, only in love and romance. And so they could come up, they could show up, they could come back, they could trigger you in all of this victim stuff that they, kind of mirror to you. And you might be afraid of, should I do it? I'd say yes, but, quite frankly, Spirit's saying, trust your intuition. I'm always saying, don't go until you know, but if you know, it's time to go. And so whether you're moving on beyond your twin for a while, because instinctively that you need to, that there's more lessons to learn, there's more healing to do, then trust that. And if you know that getting involved with somebody else and dating is going to take you off your path and you know it, watch for the red flags. Are you still codependent? Do you still want to text them and people please them? Do you do everything for them, or do you think you will? Do they trigger you? Do they text you one day and don't talk to you for a week? That helps you to make your decisions, right? If it feels like it's going to help you grow, then it's time to go. And it could be somebody who is a fellow traveler that was placed upon your path in order to help you grow into your power. And trust the energy. That's the red flags, right? We got red here. Energy. What is their energy like? Are they a victim? Are they closed off? Are they guarded? Or are they open? Are they wanting to court you? Do they see your value? Do they show up in the way that you wish your twin would? Or if it is your twin, is he showing up in the way, or she, showing up in the way that you deserve? Dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. And then make your decision according to what strengthens you and doesn't deplete you. All right? That's your advice for the next 7 days. There's an opportunity here for you to grow. But in order to do it, you really have to look at your energy and the energy of the person that's on your heart and mind, because somebody's here and you have a decision to make. And that decision is yours. You can say yes or you can say no. The power lies within you. Do what's best for you. And don't overgive. Don't set yourself on fire to keep other people warm. Know your value. And, when I started dating my sacred soulmate, which is one of my fellow travelers, he's in my life with purpose and intention, either to replace my twin because he will not figure it out in this lifetime or chooses not to, or he will become, spirit will separate us when the time is right for union, but it will do so in a very gentle, loving, nurturing way because they're a soulmate, they're a fellow traveler. And you'll grow together. So trust the energy. You'll know. If they're in this victim, if they are mirroring back to you your own energy, it's a good thing. But try to be aware of it and make your decision according. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. If you'd like to book a personal private reading, you can email me at Frick, F-R-I-C-K, Tracie, T-R-A-C-I-E, @gmail.com. You can join my Patreon, which is linked underneath my video if YouTube allowed it. If it's not linked there, if you can't see it, then please go over to just put in your search bar in YouTube at Tarot Talk 1111, TAROTTALK 1111, and look under any video and check out my other channel and content. Okay, and there's Patreon links too. I have a Patreon where I exclusively channel for the twins, and it's exclusive content you can't get here. And I do weekly coffee chats where I tell you all about my journey. You'll know more about me than my mother and father know. All right. I love you guys. I will see you on the next upload. Namaste.